so dark in here? I dimmed it just enough.
Why did we have to come down here instead of using your kitchen like normal?
Well, because your characters are stuck in the Shadowfell. You know, the horrible existence that is like the upside down to the normal world where everything is creepy and awful and horrible?
Yeah, but the kitchen has the fridge.
Yes, and doesn't it torture you, dear Michael?
Yeah.
Good, then you're ready to play in the Shadowfell, which is what I'm very excited about.
Peppermint. Do you want a peppermint?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, let's get ready. Let's remind ourselves of who your characters are. These people who are stuck in this weird dimension. Let's start right here, Angela.
Okay, I'm bringing back Suki Nighttooth, the half-orc paladin of St. Cuthbert. Yep.
Yeah, just does what they're supposed to.
Yep. Laws.
Go by the book.
By the book at all times.
Love it. Michael.
I'm bringing back Synvisie Avenir, the human wizard who specializes in divination magic.
Ooh. Did Synvisie ever learn any combat spells yet?
What's a combat spell?
Like fireball, firebolt.
I know light.
Light?
Yeah.
Okay.
He focuses mainly on having visions and telling the future. All that stuff.
Do you have teleport?
What's teleport?
This is going to be a fun wizard to kill. Glenna.
Hey, bringing back Cressida Rockband, the dwarf barbarian, mother extraordinaire. She now has 9 daughters since the events of the last campaign, and I'm going to do the thing where I name all of them very quickly. It's impressive because they're like, you remember the name of her daughters? They're like the real daughters. You, of course. So that would be Maeve, Beatrice, Felicity, Alexis, Giselle, Lorelai, Nina, and Elsa May. And then the 9th one is Suki.
Oh, because it was a very sweet moment. You decided to stay back and help Suki out, and you stayed in the Shadowfell instead of going to safety. And I love it! Oh boy, oh this adventure, it's going to make you so miserable. It's going to bring me so much joy because you're going to be trying to get out of the Shadowfell and you're going, oh boy!
Can we get out? Can we go to the kitchen?
Yes. All right, well with that, let's get ready to play. Let's play some yegDND! Yes. It doesn't matter how our heroes wound up in the Shadowfell. All you need to know is that they spent the last 3 months in this horrible existence, where there'd be familiar places to them, but it'd be a dark, twisted version of them. Recently, they've been held up in this hunting lodge. This is the place, safest place for them. Normally it'd be a nice, luxurious lodge, but in this darkened state, you can't get much more than a small cooking fire. And they have, built some cots. They've locked all the doors. And Synvisie has been desperate, trying to find any signs of a portal out of the Shadowfell. A lot of his spells have, he will see one and they try to get there, but they never get there in time. Synvisie is attempting another divination spell to try to see if there's a portal. Alright. Just gonna do another spell. It's been working so well lately. And an old map. Let's scroll some rules. And we begin. Now, visions start off normal for him, like they do in the real world. And this one, he sees a portal. It's starting to form. And it's in this, what you can see is like, there's a training yard with these, targets for archery practice. There are these soldiers with swords. And it's this wonderful training yard. And at the top of the training yard, he's trying to find where it specifically is, but all you can see is at the top of the building is this symbol. It's the symbol of St. Cuthbert. expert.
Crystal food, and people in the yard, yes. Ooh, all very promising, yes.
And like all of his visions while he's been in the Shadowfell, suddenly creepy things start happening. People's faces start melting.
Oh, faces, don't do that. No, please. Just stay alone. Oh, there's no head.
He snaps out of his vision.
Oh, it's just you, small looking fire.
While this is happening, just right before we're going to back up just a little bit, and we go into another room in the hunting lodge, where Suki and Cressida are just having another typical day trying to survive in the Shadowfell.
Alright, so it looks like we've got a rabbit with 2 heads, a carrot with no leaves, and half a crust of moldy bread. I'm sure I can make this into a stew or
It's just another rat. They're about 2 feet tall.
Maybe we can try and make a bed a blanket. I haven't been sleeping too well lately.
Neither have I.
Alright. Oh, I tell you. I didn't think it would be some summer vacation staying in the Shadowfell. Of course not. But it is wearing on the soul a little bit, you know?
I didn't have to be here.
Oh.
Listen, Max and BK, we're going to be here all by yourself. Can you imagine being here all alone without other people to go insane, I tell you?
And at this point, that's when they hear the scream from Synvisie in the next room.
Oh, it's just you, small looking fire.
A lot of good that's gonna do us.
Well, come on now. It's worth a shot. Either it's go listen to his vision, calm down a little bit, or stay here poking rats.
I'll take the rats.
Your choice, honey. You're isolating yourself.
So, analyzing rats, they are the worst. Synvisie has been explaining to his fellow adventurers what he saw. And we actually catch up with them on the road as he leads them, trying to use his divination magic to guide them.
This place I saw in the vision was up on the crest of a hill. It stood there, magnificent, amidst... Well, it wasn't amidst... There weren't any naughty faces or anything, nothing like that, no.
Oh, good for you!
Yes, it was, up. It was up.
And as they're going, Suki hears something up ahead. There's sounds like a disagreement up on the road ahead.
Leave me alone!
I know you have what I am looking for, and I shall take it.
I'm gonna pause, or I'm gonna go ahead. Just stay here.
All by yourself?
Yes, all by myself. That's what it was supposed to be, but he was like, hey, can I roll a stealth check?
Sure. Stealth check would definitely help. Who would like to roll Suki's stealth check? Sure, yeah, come right over here. Roll it on the stage for me, please. I need a 10. That's a little bit of a 5. We'll see how well that works out for Suki. So Suki slowly approaches, and what she sees is this salesman with this big hulking pack, something that was way bigger, and they're down on the ground. And there are these two giant frog-like men towering over the salesman. Now, these frogmen sometimes are known as bullywogs in the normal world, but this is the Shadowfell. These stand 6'5". They're way broad-shouldered. They would not be able to eat a human whole, but they could snatch your head off your shoulders, or at least try.
I don't have what you're looking for. Please.
You wait there, you puny little thing.
I'll actually wait just entirely off stage.
They're very polite of you. We see you, shiny red dragon. That's right, we've never seen dragon before, and we assume
That is what you, they have teeth, we know that.
Yes! So boy, on the first fact we know about dragons, you
fit
dragon.
the criteria.
All right.
Go with that.
Now Suki's standing by herself, taking on these two huge creatures. So I'm going to give a +2 to the villains on this one. Who wants to roll for Suki? Yeah? All right, come on up. Who wants to help me out and roll for the monster, please? Here, come around to the side. Oh, 5. Go ahead and roll for the monsters. Okay. Well, now the monsters have a nice moderate 10. That's an easy number to potentially beat. But a 1. Not looking good for Suki.
I have your ear. It was delicious.
So let me try.
Same thing?
A little mealy.
Oh.
Is everything going good?
Looks like I want to finish this one off, since I am very, very hungry.
Oh, yes.
Oh, oh no!
We could have seen this coming.
My frog face!
Oh, no. Oh, your face. It's just, it's mush.
Oh
And
no!
from the shadows comes Cressida.
Oh goodness. Hello, sorry. My name is Cressida and this is Suki, my adopted daughter. Oh, sweetheart.
She got an axe to the shoulder.
Let's do a medicine check. Why not?
All right. Yeah, this is going to be quite medicine check. A lot of checks right off the start. I like this. Now, just like in regular D&D, I'm going to ask for a 15. A 15 will get her nice and limber again. Less than that, I'll decide then. Let's. Who wants to roll the medicine check? Yeah, please do. Nice and high.
Oh God, things have fallen from the sky now.
Oh yeah, things have fallen from the sky like a 2.
She did this on my account.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
So, you know those polymarks?
Oh, yeah.
That you just beat with your frying pan?
Yes, it is my frying pan.
I'm not judging.
Okay.
Alright. So, it was because they were after this.
Oh. That looks magic.
It's a potion of gaseous form. Don't drink it! I think it's the only thing that's going to save her now. Alright? It's going to make her kind of invisible and gas. Kind of like a fart cloud. Which they know is healing because they're kind of gross.
Well, it's either that or watch her bleed out with the most disgusting infected wound I've ever seen.
She won't be able to communicate anymore.
Oh! A little peace and quiet. That came across so terribly. She's had a terrible sass milk on her ever since, we came back to save her. And I'm just gonna give it to her.
Now Suki, she's been infected, but this potion overtakes her and she turns it into this misty form. She's able to kind of like get back up. She kind of floats. She has the vague shape that she normally does, but it's shifting and it's like there's cold ice everywhere.
Suki, sweetheart. Can you hear me?
She won't be able to communicate, and I don't have the backwards potions.
You didn't want to tell me that before I gave it to her?
Oh, she can't pick up things.
You would cause a lot of trouble. When I get back to the real world, I ain't telling your mother. Oh, I'll be able to figure it out based on bone structure.
Yeah, I did one of these before.
Okay. Come on, I got it. I got it. It's fine. Let's go back home.
They continue on their way. As the salesman disappears into the mist. Now, things have been a little bit interesting on this rest of this journey. Suki's been trying to get used to her new form. But they approach what in the normal world would be the Officer Academy of St. Cuthbert. But in this darkened world, everything looks, run down. And our heroes approach kind of like into the opening yard. Suki recognizes this place. However, because this is where she trained in the real world.
Step to the right. Make to the left. Jump to the right. And we should be here! Oh, it's a lot drabber than it looked in the vision.
Alright. So this is some kind of training ground?
Yes, an officer training facility for those who follow St. Cuthbert, who is she still with us? Is she still...
Yeah, I think she's around.
I'm going to assume yes, for the one in which Suki has trained. And as she must know some of the secrets of the facility, and she'll be able to help us figure out where the portal will form.
How's she going to do that if she can't talk?
They hear a large bell ring out.
Sing the bell.
And that's where, rising out of the ground, these blue glowing figures come rising up and stand. And they look, once they're standing up, they actually have fine officers' clothes and they have armor and what would be the vestments of St. Cuthbert. But they all kind of glow this faint blue.
of the other side. Let's improve. The link with the bell, we're seeing real students doing real school activities. Calisthenics.
Suki, if you recognize any of these people, can you, I don't know, swirl around them or something?
Now, Suki doesn't recognize any of the students, but she does recognize one of the instructors. But it's not an instructor that should be alive anymore.
Oh, am I doing it right?
Watch your footwork.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's worse footwork.
Oh, no.
Oh, widen your stance there. Good, good. Cast that energy. Cast it through. Oh, parry. Tensa. In the guard of the lamb. Now in the guard of the grain of rice. In the guard of the ox. In the guard of the magic pixie.
Now, I'm going to allow a chance for Suki to reach and be able to speak, because these ghosts are on the ethereal plane and she occupies a space in between. So I'm going to grab one of the dice. Suki is going to try to roll a charisma check, her force of personality. Who wants to roll for Suki? Yes, come on down. Just going to look for a 10. We've got a good old 5.
You know, I've never done aerobics before, but this exercise is kind of fun.
Suki? Oh, Suki, it is you! Oh! This must be something horrible. You two have passed. Oh! A tragedy. A tragedy. My finest pupil. Now gone from this world. Oh, but honestly, we probably should have seen it coming. You always were one to rush off on your own, you know. In the name of protecting people, you just go off and try and take all the brunt of the damage, like you were trying to punish yourself somehow. You know, it really doesn't surprise me that you're here. Shame, though. Real shame, Suki. People care about you, you know. Well,
Now the
nice talking
students,
to you.
the students who are ghosts, always desiring to have bodies, once again, they start looking around and seeing that they sense flesh nearby.
Ooh. Rather forward. Physical beings. Ooh. Please no.
Oh. I didn't think I could get cold, it turns out I can.
Remember your forms. Advance. And possess.
I'm getting better.
All right, I'm going to give our two heroes a chance to resist the possession.
I'm choosing Oxford.
You have 2 saves. I'm going to get Synvisie. This is going to be Synvisie's save. Okay, you're going to need a 10, and this is going to be Cressida's save. Yeah, go for it. You're going to roll for Cressida, and we're looking for 10s. We got a 3 for Cressida. And a 2 for Synvisie. They're both overtaken by ghosts. And they proceed into the classroom.
I've got to get off to class now. Jolly old class as a student. Class, guys.
Why do all my joints hurt?
Suki chases after them. They go down these dark hallways, and where all of these The only light that's coming in here is just all the soft glowing of the ghosts. And they go into this one classroom. Now, I'm just going to do a quick recap of what's going on here.
I'm just a teacher. Continue, David.
You can talk to me? Whoa.
I love you, David.
We all love you, David.
Can you just say that again?
You're getting distracted.
Sorry. Our heroes who've been stuck in the Shadowfell for 3 months have an opportunity to escape. And they have been pursuing that, but they've come across this haunted officers' academy where 2 of our heroes, Synvisie and Cressida, have been possessed by ghosts. Meanwhile, Suki, who's been terribly injured and is in this ethereal form, and she is struggling to get back to be noticed. Back in this classroom. Our teacher, he's got like a nice, wax mustache with what it looks like. Yeah, combed hair. Even like the chalkboards actually have all of this ghost writing up there. And it's at this point that our 2 students, along with several other ghosts, come in.
Everyone see! Now, go around the classroom and tell me what your favorite color is. Cressida?
Oh, that's this one. I'll say red.
Oh, good! Red, the color of blood and misery. Synvisie, your favorite color?
I've always been impartial to chartreuse.
Oh, chartreuse. Sounds like big goose. Never mind.
I suppose that's a rhyming ditty, yeah.
And no one cares about the other students.
Suki comes into the room, kind of like the door is closed, but she's able to use her mist form to come under the door and into the room.
Oh goodness! A fire to no open windows! Looks like we have a model student. What is your favorite color, mysterious blob of gas? Good! That's a great color.
Now, the teacher has a field trip for them, and kind of points to the back of the room where he unveils this curtain to show this portal to the other side.
Years ago in this academy, there was a portal that opened up during class. A young student cast a spell and opened a portal, putting our entire school, academy, into the Shadowfell, killing us all over time. No nutrients, no happiness, no hope for tomorrow. So we all became ghosts, and that student was me.
My teacher, that was all written in the syllabus. Why are you repeating it again near the end of term?
Because when I cast that spell, I planned that 30 years later, the portal will open up back again, and a regular material world will be our world once again. Why did I put the 30-year period on the spell?
That means that we can go back through, and you and I have bodies now.
It is not that simple. Only 3 physical bodies can travel at a time, and I only see 2.
So that's within the parameters then.
Yes! The entire... But no, I don't... Well, hold on.
Is it a matter of exactly 3?
Exactly 3!
That's not another body.
Guys, you read
find some way through this. So I'm going to get, yes, please. You're going to roll, I just need a 10. I'm not even asking for too difficult of a thing. What I'm going to say with a 9 is that as Suki's looking around, trying to desperately find anything, on the wall, she actually finds some writing that actually explains how to get someone depossessed. If they're going to go through that portal, it's going to, that means Synvisie and Cressida effectively died in this form. But if she can beat them up, knock them unconscious, they'll knock the ghosts out of the body.
And just reminding everyone, just out of the blue, this is a non-violent classroom. Don't throw any rocks, don't pick any fights, and don't make eye contact for too long because it makes people uncomfortable. Hold on. Listen, Miss Fartface, I just explained the rule, and you are violating it.
Oh, teacher, maybe we should have practice combat on this gas.
Oh, that is a perfect idea. Well, why don't you stand up and go into your forms?
Suki, I'm going to give you an offer. I'm sorry. Now, if you're going to be able to effectively fight these two, you need to go back to your normal form, and I'll allow you to be able to do that. However, you're going to be in your weakened condition. You're going to be more liable to not make it through the fight if you're in bad fighting condition. Or you can stay in your gas form. What do you want to do?
Be weak.
So coming out of the mist, she takes her regular form. She's got these two beside her. But St. Cuthbert is in this place. So in this fight, I'm going to give Suki a +2. These ghosts are not used to these bodies yet. So, that's why I'm saying that. Okay. So you have to break them in like leather. Okay. So who wants to roll for Suki with a +2? This is an important one.
Ox makes a lot more sense when you're holding something pointy.
Who wants to roll for the ghosts here? All right. The ghosts roll an 11. A natural 1.
Oh no!
For Suki.
Oh, she's not doing that much of a fight, is she?
Oh, here, let me help you, Suki. This is a rough time here. Okay, here I come. I'm gonna possess you now. I feel weird, but
Suki
rewarding.
is taken over by her former mentor.
Are we allowed to fight people who've been possessed by staff? I feel like that's not in the syllabus, it's a good thing.
Maybe we'll switch to the blunt end.
I've got one too. Ow.
Alright, Professor. No?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're good. It's all good.
I demand extra credit.
Granted.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Well, if he gets extra credit, I want extra credit.
Oh, dear. My office hours are 2 hours.
Okay, fine. Well, let's just go then.
I will go meet you after lunch. I'm gonna go eat a ghost sandwich.
No, you can get a real sandwich now.
Just taking a look at the old time. Very good. no, before we go there, in the classroom, this portal is still open. And somebody who misses her mother deeply, her daughter Mina, who has told her about Cressida about the portals in the past, knows her mother is in the Shadowfell and has been searching her out. Mina comes through the portal.
Okay, I made it. This was the portal. I tracked it that far. So, okay. Oh, I can already feel just how awful this place is. You know, everything feels like a little bit more damp than usual. Oh, and like you got that feeling like you're being watched by someone, but they're not really doing anything. I'm just standing on the other side of the room, just like. That's the feeling I get just all the time. Yeah. Oh, God, it was real. Morgan, help me. All right. Listen up. I'm looking for my mother. All right. I've tracked her this far, and I'm willing to traverse the whole Shadowfell to find her. So, have you seen the old sweet lady?
Yeah, I helped an old sweet lady earlier today.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Earlier today? That means she's close.
Yeah, it means this portal still has 3 uses left. Excellent.
It tastes like dragon fruit.
Trip down here? Decadent.
But I have a hunch, I have a feeling that
Okay. Look, I'm all book smart and I study things. I don't do well with feelings.
it's got 3 uses left.
Indeed it
Now that
does.
there is 1, 2, 3, 4 people left to use it. But wait a second. There's 4 people left to use it, right?
Look, I'm here to find my mother and the people that she came with.
Of which there should be only 1 left.
Probably? I'm not following your math.
3 people can use the portal, as was established. Which will go back to the cafeteria, right? Where the ghosts are now sitting down, having this, having their meals. And soon the voice of Mina comes down the hall, and it tickles in the back of Cressida's mind.
All right, listen up. Which way is it now? Down this hallway?
Well, see, I think the cafeteria is down this way. I've only infiltrated this building on a handful of occasions.
All right, then we're going this way, I guess. Is this the cafeteria?
I think this is where food is served. There's 3 of them. My math is not working extra well now.
Oh, this box is you money.
Mom, it's me. It's Mina.
Huh? See, this one was gas. And then the math was fine.
I'm wondering if maybe Cressida should roll some kind of wisdom save, please.
For sure. I'm gonna make this an easy one because your daughter is here right in front of you. So I'm just going to require a 6 because you've been rolling less than that anyway. So anyone who wants to roll a 6, please.
It's so nice to have real food.
I know, but for some reason I can't stop looking this way.
We've got a 12.
I've come all over the Shadowfell to find you. I've come to bring you out. I've come to get you out of here.
Get out of me! Oh!
Go!
Oh my God.
Mina! Oh, it's my baby girl!
It's okay. I've come to get you out of here and your friends. Oh, there is us too. I need to
salesman. Well, you got front row seats and everything.
Entertainment with our dinner.
All right. And yes, please come up. Roll for our heroes.
Mr. Dungeon Master, I think I'd like to invoke a little rage.
For sure. Let's add a +2 to your attack. Go for it. All right. That was almost a 20. For the bad guys, can you imagine if you got a 20 against you? After all of this, it'd be such a disaster. But with your +2, on a natural 20, it's family what we needed.
I invoke the ancestor of all the rock band clan! Come to my aid and teach this scum a lesson!
We're all here!
Oh, this is getting exciting.
Go depossess your sister!
Ancestor curve stop!
Alright! You take your stupid possessed humans through the portal! The numbers still don't add up. Alright, I can get us that lickety split. Let's hold hands. And teleport!
This 4 of them teleport. See, isn't teleport a handy spell? Why doesn't the diviner have that? We go and teleport back in.
Wow!
You're so proud of you. Oh, I'm so glad I finally found you. Oh, so great. Alright, so we got the portal. It's got 3 uses.
I dreamt I ate the tastiest sandwich.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously we got preserved use and whatnot, so that's okay.
What? No! Are you kidding? This is what I came here for, to get you out of the portal. You're going through no matter what.
Well, but I'm not gonna curse you to live here. I've lived here. It's not great. I wouldn't let a kid.
I'm a conjuration wizard. I'll probably be able to figure it out. Then the 3 of you can be together. I mean, you guys have been through a lot of hardships together, right? And, it's important to keep all your family close to you.
But you're part of that family, Nina.
You're much more direct family than I am.
You came and you found me even after I left you and your 7 sisters behind.
Now, that's the part that tipped me off. You haven't left us alone for longer than a week. So, when we didn't get your call, your sending message, we knew something was really, really, really wrong.
No, but you're gonna be here now and well, I can't leave Suki.
No.
She's been having such a rough go of it. And Synvisie is I just don't think he's cut out for this kind of work, honestly.
Miner could survive on this plane.
I tell you, it's been tough. Yeah, it's been very tough.
Miss Robin, I must insist. You and your lovers, please step ahead.
Oh.
I was able to find this portal through my divination magic.
That's true.
I believe I may be able to find another again. And it is all my fault for bringing us here in the first place. Through all of that antecedent action you didn't need to know about. It was all my fault.
This is the first time I've ever seen you do anything for anyone else.
Well, 3 months of not eating any good food kind of does that to you. Then finally having that food, it's like Shangri-La, a clarity of mind and heart. It was a very good sandwich. But the bread and meat and cheese and mustard and lettuce and tomato and sesame seeds and onion and all of that aside, chance if you go through first.
That's not right. We can't.
Well, I'm not going to let you go through just without any kind of reassurance. I mean, I'm going to give myself like a rope or something. Like telepathic bond. That's a divination spell! Once you're through on the other side, by the combined powers of my divination and your wonderful daughter's conjuration, I'm sure we can work out some kind of thing.
As long as there's a chance. We'll make sure there's a chance. I'll teach you guys as much as I know. Okay?
It'll all work out. Trust me. Yes. Oh, good.
Right. Come here.
Oh, this is more hugs than I've had ever. Oh, goodness.
Oh, he's so sweaty.
I get the eat sweats, okay? Sandwich.
We'll see you very soon.
No, I know that we will. Divination jokes. I know it'll be great. Oh, it'll be all good.
Portal closes.
I hope it all works out. But who can really know?
Synvisie stands up to protect his friends. Where maybe the family of Cressida is even growing a little bit more. What will happen to Synvisie in the Shadowfell next time? Will they be able to find a way to get him out? I don't know. You'll have to see in 2 weeks' time, the next time on yegDND!